Pastor Ron called this series the 12 Days of Christmas. It's not one of the carols we find in our hymnals, and yet most people have sung it at one time or another. But did you know that behind that somewhat silly counting song is essential Christian doctrine? The song was composed by Catholics in England during the 16th century, who were forbidden by law to practice the Catholic faith. We Christians do awful things to one another at times. In Rome, you were branded a heretic if you practiced anything but Catholicism. In England during that century, you were branded a heretic if you practiced Catholicism. Yeah, I don't suppose the Lord was too happy with us. So the underground Catholic Church used nonsense songs that would not raise the suspicion of the non-Catholics around them to teach them and their children basic doctrine and to remind their children of their faith. The song begins with, "On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me." The first day of Christmas celebration was counted from December the 26th, the day after Christmas, to January 6th, the traditional day for celebrating the coming of the wise men to worship Jesus, also called Epiphany. The first gift, of course, was a partridge in a pear tree. Partridges are very strange birds. I've honked at them sitting in the middle of the road, and they just kind of look up as if to say, "Go ahead, make my day." And they don't continue until they're ready to go. But did you know that the mother partridge would lure enemies away from her nest of defenseless little chicks in order to protect them? She will literally risk her life for her children. The partridge in the story is a hidden reference to Christ, who has declared, "I lay down my life for my sheep." And greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. Jesus himself used a bird analogy in Matthew 23, verse 37. "O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those sent to you, how often I have longed to gather your children together as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." The pear tree symbolizes the cross. The literary usage is called the metonymy, whereby a thing is signified by a part or the whole of that thing. Paul says in Galatians 3, verse 13, Jesus was crucified on a tree, that is, a cross made from a tree. The first gift of Christmas is the atoning grace of God, who sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe in him would not perish but have everlasting life. It is the gift of salvation offered to all we've spoken of in our devotions for 11 days. You see, this song, the 12 Days of Christmas, has much more to teach us than meets the eye. But the centrality and the refrain constantly point to the reason for the season, a partridge in a pear tree. Jesus Christ, God incarnate, came to restore a very broken relationship with you and me by whatever means it would take. It was his gift to us. From our household to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a healthy New Year.